Hello everyone and welcome to another stream of I Get to Stream as long as Babycoin continues his nap. We will do our best to make it a long stream. Not sure what's going on with my image here, but it does not look correct. Mute that. Let's see what we managed to do here to upset this border. I don't know, but it fixed itself now. Cool. That's back to normal. Welcome, guys. Let's see if I can get into the groove of following a chat here. Missed the Volcanion giveaway a bit ago. Yep. Unfortunately, you was able to nab yourself a Marshadow. Awesome, awesome. I did. I became a YouTube short. It made the reach of the channel go through the roof. For example, instead of streaming to the 6 people I normally would be, there are 26 people watching at this very moment, whether they be scrolling through the YouTube Shorts page, what have you. But if you guys are new here, please consider slapping a like on the stream to increase its reach. You have no idea how big of an impact that has on a stream early on to get it across to more people. That having been said, we are shiny hunting some Jirachi today, and for the next foreseeable future. We have 46 hours into this hunt already. We're at 547 resets. This one is a little bit of a doozy. We are using the save corruption method to expedite our encounters here. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by corrupting my save data. And you do that by deleting the save data but resetting halfway through it. And yes, Galactic Cupcake, YouTube shorts can be live streams. It's a new feature they rolled out a little while ago. Pretty handy. All right, I'm going to briefly switch over to my Wii for a second to set up the GameCube bonus disc, because we will need that. Oh, what is going on with that screen? That screen is not where it's supposed to be. I think somebody started clicking around on stuff on my desk here, because some things were moved and not where they were supposed to be. There we go. There's the GameCube, and we'll click that. Perfect. Set up, ready to go. Zanelli, roll of the dice. It could be 5-minute stream or a 4-hour stream. You are correct, Zanuela. It is up to Babycoin and his napping habits at this point. Theoretically, I got 2 hours, but it could be as little as 20 minutes. Yeah, 30 people in the live stream is insane. There's usually 7 at max. I have had 86 in the stream at one time before. That is the new record to beat, is 86 concurrent viewers, and we are on the pathway there, because usually it's chilling around like 37 when we get into it. So pretty good stuff there. We'll go ahead and switch back to the GameCube with my Sapphire in it. So right now we have 0 Pokemon except for our starter. We're going to save twice. Just found out there was a limited Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc that got released with 2 in 1 case. Oh. Interesting. We're going to get 87 live viewers with this one. There's a good chance. I'm not going to dismiss it. Subscribers have been crazy recently, so that's something to look forward to. We did get like 30 the last stream I was able to do, so huge win there. Greatly proud of that one. Go ahead and reset for the encounter here. Yeah, YouTube Shorts streaming, vertical streaming is doing really great. It looks like I need to improve my camera quality. I don't know. It looks worse for me than it does for you guys, I think. That's just how the software works. 32 is indeed 1/3 of the way there, Galactic, and I'm excited for it. Excited to hit 20K, 20,000 subscribers. We're just 293 away. Like, that is a pretty small number compared to what it was just a week ago. So huge win there. Definitely have a lot of potential to reach a lot of people, have them subscribe, increase that number on the road to 100,000 slowly but surely. I think we're gonna get there. I have confidence in myself that the channel will eventually get to that point. The goal of getting to 20,000 is just a simple knowledge that if I can make it to 20,000, I just have to do that 5 more times, and my goal of 100,000 subscribers is going to be met. And I've heard of people going full-time at 5,000 subscribers. I've heard of people going full-time at 50,000 subscribers. Really, it depends on the channel, but while I do want to be a full-time streamer and YouTube content creator, that would be ideal. My main goal behind it is to get the plaque for the plaque's sake. Like, just to have it on the wall, not even to flex it. Like, I'm pretty down to earth as a person. I just want to have it and be like, I accomplished that thing. And that's what it means to me, is I love being able to grow the community. I love being able to interact with the community and get to know everybody and get to know a lot of new people. I usually tend to remember conversations I've had. While I'm a little bit worse off with names, I tend to remember those as well. But I remember the conversations and the things we talk about more than that. I also remember profile pictures too, so that's something of its own, I guess. But yeah, really love streaming just to have fun. I love shiny hunting, so getting to stream shiny hunting and have an audience and a community to interact with while I do that makes it so much easier to mentally handle the streams and all that. I forgot to increment up. You have a really good strategy involving Magearna. Its ability Soul Heart boosts its special attack every time another Pokemon faints. Okay, I see where you're going with that a little bit. Hopefully I saved twice because I lost track. I'm pretty sure I did. Thank you! TB GameStar 9 is now following, but that isn't that's a Twitch alert, so I'm not streaming to Twitch right now. At least I don't think I am. I could be. I'm pretty sure I'm not, though. But welcome, TB GameStar. Welcome indeed. Oh, that was Tavon. Okay, I got you. I was like, how did people find me on Twitch? I think I pretty much went exclusively YouTube for the time being. Just to see, you know, what YouTube's gonna do. Put it at the back of the team. It never stated it had to see a Pokemon faint. Alright, give me one moment. I do have to take a phone call real fast. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to accept a phone call. Now let's get back into where I'm supposed to be. Right there. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, Starkiller, welcome. And Sharklord, welcome. I'm glad that one in particular wasn't shiny, because if I like did an encounter and then switch screens to take a phone call and then switch back and it just happened to be shiny, that would have been really, really sus. So I'm glad that one wasn't shiny. And we just hit 550 encounters. Pretty sweet. Volcanion is a bit ugly. Its shiny is pretty elite though. I love it. I think this weekend I will be spending some time revamping the YouTube members emotes and interactions that way, so that should be fun in the future. Okay, did I feel like I only saved once. There's one time. I can only confirm I've saved once. Yeah, sadly, Volcanion is shiny locked. It's the worst that Nintendo's decided to shiny lock everything. Super sad. Okay, I did only save once, in fact, so we will save again and call it good. Because Nintendo and Game Freak, respectively, hate us. That's why. They live to kill all fun that people could have with their games. How dare you have fun in a way we didn't intend for you to have fun? Gonna host a union circle and live chat. Fair enough. All for it. All part of the community organization that is the channel. Also, I finally got a pretty good idea for a shirt or hoodie, and I do have an idea for a hat, finally, for the channel. It took me forever, and it was like right there in my face. I don't know why I wasn't able to think of it sooner, but finally have a more concrete idea of what I would like to do for a shirt. But it's only there in idea right now. My art skills are not enough to put a look to it, so I'm gonna have to hire somebody to make the design, but I think it would be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I realized that I could pretty easily put my current channel avatar on a hat and have it look pretty decent. And I got an idea for like the brass coin collection in front of a stack of coins for a shirt decal. So some ideas have been had today. Not saying it would sell well, but for those that have been saying I should do a shirt or a hoodie or something of that line, I finally have an idea, and I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate everything together. I think that's true on paper, Tavon, But I submit that Pokemon Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet have better odds in practice. And while on paper the odds are better for Dynamax raids, speed-wise, you're going to get a shiny faster with sandwiches or outbreak hunting in PLA, while the odds may not say so. True that. But that's only because I have never successfully found a shiny that I was actually hunting for in the Dynamax raid adventures, and I've only found one shiny, period. And it was a fracture, and I had to let it go. Also, I'm kind of dual hunting right now. I am low-key also hunting a Zorua in Pokemon Go. So my first shiny was either a Magikarp or an Aegislash. I really genuinely do not know which one happened first. Because I don't think I was streaming at the time I found either of those. And I'm not sure which playthrough I did first. I assume it was an Aegislash. It was my first because the DLC shouldn't have been out when I found that Aegislash, but I found the Magikarp in the DLC. Today you got a shiny Starmie and Dynamax adventure, so you're going to continue tonight with that. Epic. Starkiller's first shiny was a Psyduck. Very nice. Can't complain about a Psyduck. Psyduck's pretty dope. Oh my gosh. Controller. Why so freaky right now? What if my battery's dying? Okay, what do we got? We ready? We ready. Boom. We're ready. Love it. Okay, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to do my thing over here. Tell my spoofer that I am walking around Central Park in an infinite loop. Shifty Jumper, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Thanks for the chat. Sharklord's first shiny was an Electabuzz that you found when you were on your way to fight Volo. Not bad. Legends Arceus being a first place for shinies, not bad at all. Oh, I forgot to tell myself to move. Legend Z is coming. It is indeed. I'm excited to see what that will hold for us. After 11 years of waiting for Legend Z, I wouldn't say 11 years of waiting for it, but yeah. I guess in the scheme of XYZ, makes sense. D Hit Kill, welcome! What's up? You remember your first shiny counter was a Frillish in Pokemon White. So how you ran away from it because you didn't know what shiny Pokemon were. That happens to the best of us, I feel. I'm going to check again because I know I didn't increment up, and we are going to do that over. We just need to wait more. We do. I am going to be honest. I'm more excited for a potential Pokemon Black and White Shadow drop in August, November area. I mean, Galactic Cupcake does have a point. It's the only way to write the universe. Yeah, D-hit kill. Vertical streams are kind of odd, but generally speaking, the amount of traffic they generate is insane. A little bit less so this evening, unfortunately, but for the most part, they're pretty good. I just need to get a consistent stream schedule going again. Don't know if that or when that is ever going to happen, but we do our best. Oh yeah, like 30 concurrent viewer possibilities, 30 subscribers per stream. Like lots of people have the ability to see this, and it's great. But hey, we got 8 people who've smashed that like button out of 20 for the stream, so doing pretty good there. Later on, the first shiny Pokemon you caught was a Wingull in Aurus. Fantastic game. Then you remember that Sparkle and went and checked your Pokedex and realized that you missed a shiny Frilix. Dang! That is indeed sad. That is sad. Shiny fails are the worst. I'm sure that there's a shiny fail that I've had in Gold and Silver. Like, I swear in Viridian Forest, I saw a weirdly colored Weedle once, but it was way back before I knew what shinies were, so I have no verification of that anymore. You opened your YouTube as you was about to watch something, having a snack, and a stream showed up on your feed, so you thought, hey, might as well pop in and vibe with Brass. I love it, D-Hit Kill. I love it. That's what we're here for. Good vibes. Shiny Jirachi encounters. Well, we're doing more encounters than shiny, but you know what I mean. You stay away from shiny so you can't fail them. Leaf Green Chansey fail. That's an easy one to fail, if I'm being honest. Like, Chansey's run in that game is like 66%, isn't it? So the likelihood that Chansey's going to run is pretty freaking high. Modern problems require modern solutions. Yes, they do. Only spawns in safaris. True that. I can't remember if Chansey's runaway rate in the safari zone is 33% or 66%, but it's... I feel like it's more than 50%. Doing well, F Cubed. How are you? I really feel like I didn't save twice. So we're gonna back it up. Back it up. How's retirement / school? PLA helped you reclaim your Chansey. Egg methods helped me reclaim my fracture in Sword and Shield. It's the only way to right the universe is to go out and catch it again. Go find it. Just saw that I was streaming. Well, glad to hear that it's going good for you. I get to do homework later tonight when I'm done with the stream. And I am so jazzed that I will only have 5 weeks left, and realistically only 3 weeks that I have to do stuff. The remaining 2 weeks are a final that if I do the work right, I can do like almost no work at all. You started on Try Hack Me. Well, we're in JUnit testing right now in my class. So yeah, SQL is finished. Got a pretty good understanding of SQL. I don't like it, but it's there, it works. I just feel like the scope of what we're taught is so narrow that the class ultimately was a bust. Like, it's not going to teach us what we need for a real job, but I could be wrong. There's just so much you have to Google and figure out when the problems come up. And it's really all about experience, not so much about textbook learning. So yeah. SQL isn't too bad. It's just a way of putting Java to a server, and I figured that out pretty easily. Up next is Spring Boot, which is going to be different from what I've heard. There's a Python class and an SQL class you're going to have to take. We'll see how much I retain, but I do have a pretty good functionality working with SQL, so I may be able to help. You're actually getting mentally prepared for a server tournament as you've been matched against someone with the ground bug while your grass fire. Your win is going to be Meowscarada. Okay, okay. Best of luck to you, hit kill. Good luck with what? I'm just going to call you E because I don't know what that's supposed to say, but good luck with what, E? If it's a shiny hunt, we need all the luck we can get. If it's SQL, yeah, it's no fun. F-Cubed, theoretically, I should be able to start looking for jobs, but from what this course has taught me is that I don't think that I have what it takes to do a job for this line of work. And maybe that's just not me. Maybe that's just me not having faith in myself or my abilities, but I'm not good at figuring out how to write the code. I'm good at figuring out why the code doesn't work, though, based on other code. Like, I can go through and debug a little bit easier than other stuff, but I don't know, when they say write a program that does this, I kind of blank and just don't know how to do it. Classes don't really teach us how to do that aspect as well as my class in college did for C++. Like, there's a good portion of things that I could figure out how to write inside Java, but I feel like for the most part, the class doesn't sit there and teach you, okay, here's what you need to build. What methods or functions are you going to need to build that program? Yeah, really, it is going to come down to practice. However, unfortunately, I have to make sure that I can make a living while I'm getting that practice. I'm probably not going to get that practice unless I quit and go do that for a job. So I'm kind of in the middle of a... you got to just dive in, and I'm not confident in my ability to succeed if I do that. But if I have ideas of programs I want to make, then it would be a little bit easier to test. To put it this way, F Cubed, I feel more confident in my ability to quit my job right now and make it as a full-time streamer than I do to quit my job and try to get a job at programming and succeed there. Like, I think that's an honest assessment of how I feel about coding right now. But that could be because streaming is more familiar to me at the moment. Because, like, I really don't think that I would succeed on the spot right now either. But we're working towards that goal. At least to the goal of being able to succeed if I wanted to go and do that at this point in time. It's like, I know my ad revenue isn't anywhere close to where it needs to be to sustain any kind of a lifestyle. YouTube channel memberships are like a 20th of what they would have to be to sustain a livable lifestyle as well. So it's just not feasible at this point in time. But I do think there is a point on the horizon coming where I'm going to have to make a decision to either basically nut up or shut up is one way to put it. Go all in is another way. Make it or break it type mentality. I'm thinking by the time I hit 40,000 subscribers, I should have a pretty good idea of whether or not I'm going to be able to do that. And whether or not I should take the dive to go full-time with this or not. And I may not have to take a dive just due to some work structure things that are going to be changing. I may have the ability to work from home, which cuts down on drive time, which may make it so that I could stream early in the morning prior to going to work and then immediately when I get off. If I'm able to successfully... I'm going to click on that because I don't think I did. If I'm able to work from home, my wife should be able to work different hours, which would make it so that I can have more time to myself after work to stream as well. So there's a pretty good chance I can, within the coming 5 months, make some pretty big changes that'll help out the channel significantly while making it so that I don't have to just jump headfirst into this. I can kind of test the waters a little bit. I could do overnight streams because my wife would be working similar hours so that when she gets home, I could sleep or nap or do whatever I need to do that way. So there's some good things coming, I think. I just gotta hold out, keep pushing, keep on the grind, and test the waters when that time comes. Zach Davis, I am. Is there something overtly that's like calling me out? I do have some comments to catch up on. D-Hit Kill, that course is going okay. I'm passing. I'm not sure I'm passing with a good understanding, but I'm passing. So that's what's important, I guess. You remember trying this and failing, E? I would assume that would be the Jirachi hunt. It's kind of a long hunt before the April shutdown. What date was that supposed to shut down? Was it the April 1st, or was it like sometime at the end of April that online shutting down? From what I understand, bank is remaining open, but we don't have word for how long. In the meantime, D-Hit Kill's just out here looking for a job. Fair. Welcome, Koraidon Nation. Sorry, I was kind of on a tangent when you popped into the chat. I apologize. We'll get to your comment there. Welcome to the stream. That's a good one, F Cubed. No, it's Patrick. Oh, no, don't save. Don't save. And that no kind of sounded like Matt Pat, not gonna lie. That was weird. I think it was the 5th. Ooh. I hope I have more time than that, because I need to spoof a Genesect into my Japanese copy of the game that should be arriving in the next 2 days, hopefully. I got a Japanese copy of Pokemon Black. I need to blow through that game so that I can do the mystery gift event for that shiny Genesect, because I realized that is one that is still available to obtain with like 100% odds, and I desperately need to do so before it's no longer an option. 45 viewers, that's right, D-Hit Kill. That's what the power of vertical streaming can do for us. Also, if you are new to the streams, if you're new to the channel, and you like shiny Jirachi, and you like Jirachi in general, you're going to see a lot of it here on the channel. Slap that like button to help the stream further its reach, and smash the subscribe button, because we're going to be here for literal months trying to get this shiny star to shine. Not the easiest shiny hunt in the world, but I think it's second hardest. I think this one is more technical than Manaphy, but Manaphy takes longer due to the encounter ratios. Starkiller needs a Genesect also. Brass Queen incorporated Matt Pat for a sec. Yeah, basically, it was very Matt Pat no. Brass Pat. You just bummed when the bonus disc didn't accept your Emerald the first time. Oh, man, yeah, Emerald doesn't work with this. Manaphy is breedable in all of the gens that it is in. That's how we get Fiona. Can RNG manip if I take the battery out of my Sapphire? I have heard that dry battery does work for this Jirachi. But I don't understand how, because it shouldn't work with this Jirachi if I understand correctly. Because, well, I guess it generates a new seed each time you save. To an extent, at least as far as Jirachi is concerned, because it doesn't go by frames, so I guess that's why it still works. This Jirachi does not depend upon frames. The seed is generated upon each time you save. Have to do 3 perfectly timed inputs? Yeah, that's not possible. I struggled with Emerald RNG manipulation, I'll have you know. That is my level of RNG manip. But I may eventually reach a point where I have to give it a shot give it the good old college try, because I do want to ensure I get this Pokemon in my copy of the game. Emerald RNG was a breeze for you. My timing and abilities that way are not the best. Oop. All you need is Pokefinder and Eon Timer. I may have to take a look at it on my Emerald copy, or not my Emerald, on my Ruby copy, see if I can get it done. But yeah, this wasn't it wasn't the easiest thing for me to figure out how to do basic Emerald, so I'm scared to try other things. The first thing I tried to hunt with RNG manipulation was BDSP Manaphy, and I failed miserably at that. Okay, it looks like I screwed up on my saves, so I get to do the long reset now. There is no save file. Well, that makes sense. D-Hit Kill has a marked Gallade and a marked Gardevoir. Awesome. Congratulations. That's what's up. Sorry about my cough. It has been persistent and will not go away. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Game Boy player being really bad for timing. The input lag is a little bit more than just on the console itself, so I definitely get that. Use a modded queue with GBI. What is GBI? Game Boy interface? I'd assume that's what that means. Yeah, Game Boy interface. I would never hunt this with a emulator. Does the Game Boy interface just speed things up a little bit, or what? Read about it. Hey, Wookie Spooky, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, we're on the road to 20K. Just a small 292 away from it. We're getting there. The input lag, startup disk code, along with the darkened screen, GBI fixes that. Okay. Shiny in the next 30 resets, calling it right now. Well, depending on how well Baby Coin sleeps, we very, very well be able to get 30 resets. It also depends on if I screw up my saves. Wookie Spooky, I do in fact have a Discord server. At one point, the URL for that was discord.gg/Brascoin, but I don't know if that still works. The server is really chill, but mostly because the server's kind of dead, not gonna lie. It's got a lot of people in it, though, but most of them only were there for Pokebots. So now that those are no longer utilized, a little bit less on the people. But I don't know how well this works. I don't know if that'll be clickable or not, but there you go. That is a link to said Discord if you are interested. It's not so much that they're down as it is that they're just not used as much. I removed the PLA and the BDSP bot. The sword shield bot, like, it won't stay up to save my life. Doesn't matter what I do with it. I'm gonna try putting it on a new bot to see if that switch is just toast from being used for 2 years straight. But it like frequently disconnects from the internet for no good reason. BDSP bot still dies for no good reason. PLA, solid performer, but the bot just wasn't getting used, so I took it down. So now we're just rocking Scarlet and Violet. Also, because you're here in the channel, we're going to do some stuff here. Oh, F-Cube, did you delete your channel? Gotta go to YouTube Studio. Nope, just haven't used it for like ever. It doesn't have F-Cube as the channel name anymore, so I was like, what's going on? The link to my YouTube channel says it's expired. It does that for a lot of people for some reason, but like it works for me every single time. Just got pelted by an ad. I'm sorry, E. Oh shoot, he's evolving. You are right, D-Hit-Kill. Oh shoot would be a great one. That's almost as good as naming Link my dude, so that everybody that talks to him is just a really chill bro. Why do livestream have ads? Basically because can. Still trying to figure out like if it's worth it or not. Figure out what the revenue from that even is, if it's worth it. I'm erring on the side that it isn't worth it. Gonna be honest. They are rare, probably because most people don't run them during the video, but I've had them happen to me several times, but that's usually because I'm scrolling on YouTube Shorts forever. Usually they happen at the end of a short and not in the middle of it, if that makes sense, because shorts are so short that it doesn't make sense to interrupt them with an ad. But the short live streams can be monetized with that. I'm just trying to figure out if it's worth it or not. It may not be. We'll know in coming months if it's going to be a good idea or not. Oh, back to what I was doing. I know that you probably won't be here frequently or not, but... Oh gosh dang it. It's gonna make me do that. Control C. Control V. All right. Have at it, Wookie Spooky. We're gonna copy that and see what YouTube does with this. There we go. Because D-Hit-Kill and F-Cubed or JJ deserve to have little blue wrenches next to their name, I've decided. Although I don't know if it worked, because it doesn't appear to have worked. Why are you thinking about PictoChat? Because PictoChat was the bomb diggity. Oh, what am I doing? What? This is gonna be a forever long reset. There we go. D hit kill, and JJ now have... Well, that comment was distracting, mainly because I don't know how I'm supposed to interpret that, because that has a number of potential connotations, and each one of them gets progressively more not family friendly. Yeah, D-Hit Kill's one of my Discord mods. JJ was like the original Discord mod, but I didn't know how to make him a YouTube mod until like 2 weeks ago, so... Well, I'm glad to see that I interpreted that correctly, E, but let's keep it family friendly. My mind may be in the gutter, but the channel is not, usually. Do you want me to DM you the fan art or just send the fan art in the section on your server? You can DM it to me, Wookie. I'm not remembering the conversation about it, but like there's something that is like tickling my brain in the back, but I'm not sure what this fan art is, but I'm ready for it. When searching Ace Attorney characters. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the number 34, E. YouTube mobile is so weird. It glitched when you gave me the mod and the stream stopped working, so you had to reopen it. That makes sense, because a change was made to how you were viewing the stream. So that kind of makes sense, actually. It's not outside the realm of possibilities. All right, any guesses on the amount of time that reset took? Because I kind of lost track of how long. I'm kind of vibing with 11 minutes on that reset. Hey, that's not bad, Wookie Spooky. That's pretty lit. Not bad at all. I like you, E. Sapphire is indeed greater than Ruby. This guy knows what's up. Mine just reloaded automatically, but the ability to swipe is now gone. I took away your swiping. All right, what are we at time-wise? 10 minutes. Oof. Hey, Solus, welcome. Now we got 3 wrenches in my stream. That has alternate meanings as well, I suppose. But all good things. Okay, we need that screen open. Pokemon Fire Red is greater than Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby. Tavon, that's blasphemy. We don't accept that here on the channel. Evidently, you may not be, or you may be the only one watching through, like, not YouTube Shorts. Water blue. For real. Should have been a thing. It only took them 20 years to, well, I guess, yeah, 20 years to put in green as a character, so what do we expect? Just got home from work, feeling good. Solus, how does that work? Like, it's 8:30 your time, right? It's about 4 hours. Nice. Wookie Spooky's considering getting Ruby because Groudon looks cool and you're assuming there will be a volcano biome, hopefully. Like the original Ruby? I mean, there kind of is. Mount Chimney. Mother 3 English is the same as this run. Will last forever. Yeah. Yeah. Which is funny because, like, Earthbound is such a great game, from what I've understood. It makes no sense why they haven't ported it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good little design on the hat there. Where did it go? There it went. Downloads. The save file is corrupt. Well, let's uncorrupt it. How about that? Save. Yes, I would love to save the game. In fact, I would love to do it so much, I'm going to do it twice. Ooh, Yamask. That means I found a Zorua on my Pokemon Go. And hopefully that doesn't cost me the saves, because that would be dumb. Oh, also I need increment up. Okay. Let's see what we got. Are we ready? We are so ready. Well, that's doing its thing. E. So typically this run, as you just saw, I have to play through the start of the game till the point where Professor Birch gives us the Pokedex. That is not ideal. That takes 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how focused you are. When I saved after getting the Pokedex, that created a main save file for the game. When I get this Jirachi, it creates a second save file. When I get in to see if that Jirachi is shiny, I'm loading into the new main save file. The original save file in front of the Pokedex becomes a backup save. So when I corrupt the save, I delete this one, leaving my original save inside Professor Birch's lab as the main save, which means I can load faster to try for another Jirachi. So now we have save file B, essentially. We're going to check this Jirachi. Summary, not shiny. We'll increment up, and then we'll reset. So that is now save file B, essentially, or main save file. We are going to corrupt the save file again. So I'm clearing all the save data, but I'm resetting as soon as I do that. So it only clears the main save file. It doesn't have time to clear the backup save file, which means it's loading up the original save, the backup save, before I got said Jirachi. Now, I have to save this to make this the new main save file, because right now it's still the backup. So I have to make this the new save file by saving. And as soon as that saves, I save a second time to make this one the new main save file, which advances the old backup save file by 1. So the first save became the backup, this new save is the main, and the backup is now advanced by a frame. So a little bit technical, but it's what we do to ensure things are correctly done. All right. So good I did it again. Yeah, it's definitely intentional to corrupt the save to make things faster. Pokemon Lavender Sea, The Adventures of Shiny Blastoise, coming to Nintendo Switch 2 near you. Not gonna lie, that game seems pretty hype. Okay, we will reset that, and while that's doing its thing, I'm going to load up some fan art. And it was not fan art that I expected. Browse. Downloads. For those of you wondering, that's what Wookie Spooky sent me. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Kind of dig it. Love the purple and black shirt. Like, makes me feel like I'm actually a gym leader inside the Galar region. Even got a watch on me that I don't think I really show in videos that much, but yeah. Thanks, Wookie. Okay, there we go. It's a Mega Bracelet. That makes sense. Looks more like a Mega Bracelet than an Apple Watch. That makes more sense. Alright, check this Jirachi out. Summary. Increment. Reset. Cute Galactic won twice due to people leaving. They're just over there in the Battle League going, he's too awesome! Pokemon realistic. If your Pokemon gets hit by a flamethrower and turns to ash, it's gone forever. Get hit by a low sweep, leg's gone. 0 speed. Yeah, basically. How long am I planning to be live for? Because you got to go at 6:30 your time, 7:30 my time. Well, I'm hoping to stream until 7:30. Going to be honest, I may be able to go past that, but I think I'm going to be lucky to get 7 o'clock. This is another welcome to the stream where I stream as long as Babycoin will allow me to. So that's how long I'm streaming. He's napping right now. As long as he stays napping, or at least content in his crib, I will maintain streaming. Still have yet to draw your own iteration of me, D-Hit Kill. Yep. It's like, I'm thinking it's gonna be a pretty good thing. When you do get around to accepting commissions, though, I think I might have a good amount of stuff to request and pay for when you're up for it. Hope we get Mega Scolipede in PLZA. Oh, D-Hit-Kill. You're speaking my language. I would love a Mega Scolipede. Could you imagine just becoming a giant steamroller? Oh, what? Oh, okay. I understand what I did. I know what I did. I screwed up. Save file is corrupted. I know what I did, somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I know what I did. E, you are absolutely correct. I can reset the save file while it's being loaded. However, I've noticed that there seems to be a sweet spot that I have to hit. If I do it too early, it corrupts my save file. If I do it too late, it corrupts my save file. I think actually that's how my save file got re-corrupted in the first place. So, like, I bounce back and forth between doing the faster method or not. Just because sometimes it corrupts my save file, sometimes it doesn't. It's really hit or miss. So I will try to effectively annotate when I reset what it does. So I'm going to reset right meow. If I make it cry. Right now I should be able to because the animation has started and that's what I've heard. However, I'm pretty sure that one's going to corrupt it with one Pokedex entry, so no Jirachi. We'll see. Save file is corrupt. And see, yeah, I press it too early, it corrupts. Now we'll do a double save just because we're in testing mode right now, I guess. Is Baby Coin going to do an Easter egg hunt? I don't think he understands the concept of go get that ball and bring it to me that well enough to go and hunt for eggs, but we might do a little something. He's got an Easter basket full of candy, so that's cool. Alright, so we are going to do that one. We'll do it right there, so about middle of the screen, see if that gave us the Jirachi. You remember making Eevee a curry in mobile game for an Eevee? Okay, so that still corrupted my save. So we'll save 2 more times. Maybe it's best to do this in the interest of figuring out when exactly it's going to corrupt versus not. We'll do another at 3/4 of the run. I mean, you could accept comms for Nitro right now, but that's pretty much all you can do as of currently. You'd rather accept cash? I believe it. Yeah, I need to get that bank account so I can send you monies. Okay, resetting again. We'll try about 75% of the way across the screen for that Pokeball, see where we're at. See if that works. Because I know if I wait until the Pokeball touches the edge of the screen, it will work, but sometimes that one does corrupt my save with a Jirachi, which makes it take more time. I mean, Wookie Spooky, I would still do an Easter egg hunt if I could get away with it, but my mom won't let me anymore. Random kid on internet. Shiny hunting, PMD. Shiny's not existing in PMD. Okay, this is ready to reset again. Okay, this time we will wait until it goes across the screen fully. About right here. That seems to work. Basically, as soon as it says updating the berry program, it should work. You and your cousins are all similar age, so it would be fine. 13 a week. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Okay, so that one didn't corrupt. It gave me the Jirachi. Didn't make me sit through the entire thing. Wasn't shiny, unfortunately, but you know, we can work with that. My new kitty is low-key kind of annoying. She's really sweet though, so we keep her around. She isn't clawing at stuff, so that's a plus. But she is really, really playful compared to the other cat. I mean, the other cat's a potato. So like she goes on a rampage across the house in the middle of the night. That's less than ideal, but she's nice. She likes to be around people and be cuddly. So I mean, I think she's worth it. What's my stance on perhaps one day doing an Infinite Fusion randomized playthrough stream? Potentially. My stance is I have 5 Pokemon I have to get before Bank shuts down, if it does ever shut down. So that's mainly everything that I'm geared towards right now is making sure that I got those 5 Pokemon. Jirachi, Manaphy, Poipole, Agato Celebi, in that order. And Genesect's in there too, but Genesect isn't going to be a live stream. That's just going to be a thing. So I shouldn't count that one. I'm going to get that one within a matter of a week, hopefully. That's why we buy on. Missed a good number of comments. I apologize. Yeah, this cat, every time she has to use the bathroom, she like bawls about it. Like, I don't know what that's all about, but she'll just be in the litter box taking a crap and you'll just hear her start bawling. Is it a big turd or something, kitty? Like, what's going on? Is it hurting? Yeah, we increased by a sub. All right, on. We'd like to see that. Like to see that. I would like to play some ROMs and emulators and such, but like, there is so much I have desire to do on my channel before I start touching ROMs and emulators that I just don't know if I'll ever have enough time to do those. Like, one thing that I really, really want to do is a Pokedex completion on every single game, generations 1 through 9, and transfer them all up to home. That's a goal I do have, and that's why I want to push to get the shinies, these shinies done so bad, is it'll be easier to do going forward if I can get the shinies I'm after. Like, I want to, I recently mailed out my 3DS to have a capture card put in it so I can effectively stream the games that I want to, generations 1 through 7. So I'm excited for that. I really want to get it done. And I think after that I may look at doing some fan-made games or something, because like this channel, I really have no hope of working with Nintendo on any sort of level, because I've done bots on my channel and I know they really, really, really hate that crap. So probably blacklisted myself from Nintendo collaborations, even if I did get that big, which is unfortunate. All right. Nuzlocke streams would be more viewer friendly potentially. I would like to do some Nuzlocks, absolutely. My favorite Mega, yeah, it's Gengar. You right. Love that shiny Gengar. Mega, it's great. Can't complain about a shiny Mega Gengar. Yeah, not sure what they said, but thanks D Hit Kill and F Cubed. Mine definitely has the zoomies quite a lot. Mega Gengar was your favorite, Brass? Because it's also yours? Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, and because we don't have Mega Flygon, I mean, it's the only logical decision, really. Being perfectly honest. Like, what other option do we have? Blaziken? Come on now. Charizard? I mean, yeah, it's cool, but in the absence of Mega Flygon, it must, by default, go to Gengar. My favorite spin-off? I don't know whether to classify this as a mainline game or a spin-off, but I am going to say definitively Pokemon Coliseum. Zard is too generic. This is true. It is pretty generic. But Charizard deserves it in his defense. Like, Charizard is an OG. Charizard's pretty awesome. Can't use a Sun team and not use Megazard X. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I think I might have waited too long on that one. I think I might have screwed myself. Somebody should make a fake leak of Mega Flygon and ZA. Listen, I don't think there's any way that Mega Flygon isn't going to be done. The fans were literally outraged that it wasn't one of the Megas anyways. When freaking Salamence and Metagross both got one. At least I think they both got one. But the fact that Flygon got left out of that as a Gen 3 Pokemon, like, Charizard got the Dragon typing, you know. Finally. I really think that Flygon should have got some love and got the Bug Dragon typing. So Mega Flygon, Bug Dragon, please. That's all we ask for, really. And it's shiny as fire. Hey, JJ, you have a great one. Thanks for stopping in. Maybe one of these days we'll actually have to do this in person. Well, not this specifically, but hang out. Do something. Especially before kiddo number 2 is here. Husa, you can in fact obtain Jirachi in 2 ways infinitely. That is through the GameCube bonus disc and the Pokemon Channel distribution, respectively. So the Wii had a distribution through Pokemon Channel. Really big pain to get. This one is a little bit easier to get, but the shiny odds are freaking whacked. So there's that. But yeah, can totally get it. Definitely possible. We love it. Probando, thanks. Try to have great streams. Don't always succeed, but we try. We try. Clearly it's because I'm talking about Mega Flygon and how that needs to be a Bug Dragon. Like, am I still going to stream when Baby 2 is born? Absolutely, I am still going to stream. In fact, I'm probably going to stream way more than I'm doing right now for at least 6 weeks because I will have time on my hands and that baby will, like, be pretty chill for a little while. If he's anything like my son is now, my firstborn, what my wife and I plan to do is shifts because it worked really, really well with our baby. And that is, I took 6 weeks off of work to help her adjust to initially being a mom. I'm probably going to do something similar this time around. But since I like to stay up late, I basically take the kid until 3 in the morning, then go to sleep. And then she takes the morning shift until I wake up. And then we both stay up throughout the day. And we kind of balance each other's... We offset each other's sleep schedule by 4 hours so that if baby needs food, one of us is already awake to deal with it, and the other one gets a solid 8 hours of sleep without interruption. So that's the plan. I think I only saved once here, I hope. You got one through Pokemon Let's Go, you believe? As a code or something, you cherish it. It's your favorite Pokemon, and... Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl had a Jirachi giveaway. I don't think Let's Go, it's not even in that game. Also, I just screwed up my saves, so that's lovely. Here's to another 10-minute long reset. We got 40 viewers and only need 3 to hit the like goal. Nice. Yes, hit that funny like button, guys. And if you like Jirachi and you think this shiny red boy is something special, slap that subscribe button too. We're going to be hunting this for quite a while. We are now 47 hours into this hunt. And we got 570 resets. It's going to take a hot minute. Yeah, so if you are new to YouTube Shorts for live streaming, if you press and hold that screen in the middle of the screen there, it will bring up a secret menu where you can press the thumbs up button. Would greatly help. Also, if you hit the 3 dots right up here, that same menu will appear, and then the like button should be somewhere about right there or a little bit lower. So, greatly appreciated if you could do that. Help spread the stream around. I think we'll be able to get another half hour in us, maybe. You know it came with one of the Switch games, Husa? Yeah, it was BDSP. They did that. And it is a permanent giveaway, so we can always get a Jirachi on the Switch with BDSP, as well as a Mew. Unfortunately, they can't be shiny hunted. So the Switch did make a good number of mythicals permanently available, which I'm all for. So we got a permanent Jirachi, we got a permanent Mew, we got a permanent Arceus, essentially. Pretty great. We do have permanent Shaman, Manaphy, Fione, Darkrai, and Cresselia. Giratina, well, that one's always been a thing, but all of those are permanent if you buy Legends Arceus. However, they cannot be shiny hunted, which is a big L. But yeah, a lot of mythicals in the Switch era became permanently obtainable, finally, which I think is a huge step towards them disabling Pokemon Bank in the future. I think that's part of the reason why they did that. Someone on your friends list has a shiny Ditto as their buddy, and it can't even find a normal one. Oh my gosh, BDSP should have done a lot of things D-hit kill. Like, its most redeeming quality is a permanently obtainable Jirachi and Mew. Like, that's it. Someone unliked. Oh no. Probando. Shiny Shaman is impossible to get from Legends. Not possible. And we know that because they data mined the code, and you cannot soft reset for that Pokemon. You cannot soft reset for any legendaries in Legends Arceus. We hit 20. Epic, Solus. Solus is the hype man for the stream. Wookie Spooky is a hype man as well. We will get a new like goal. And we'll do a thumbs up. Of 30. Oh, come on. Let me pin it. Go away, button. Oh well. BDSP, you don't know why I said nap. I mean, nap is a pretty fun game too. I don't get enough of those. Oh my gosh, this button is loading so freaking slow. There we go. So you feel like people didn't like Arceus because it was a short game, but it was honestly taking the best direction. Scarlet and Violet lacked a few great things that Arceus had. You are absolutely right about that. You are right. I don't know. I feel like Legends Arceus, though, was pretty widely, greatly received. Just because of the shiny hunting ability. Like, it wasn't that short of a game if you play it to its fullest. And that's completing the Pokedex, getting Arceus, getting the event in BDSP, doing some shiny hunting, filling in the dex requirements, unlocking a lot of things. Like, the story may have been short if you just ground through it, but Volo was pretty difficult. I liked that. It was a good challenge. Because of you weren't a fan of Legends Arceus because of star levels, I get that. Yeah. Cosmic Power is a status move despite boosting defense and special defense. Good to know. Something that gets you fuming is how Sword Shield made all previous Legends shiny huntable with DLC, but SV denied that possibility. I agree. That was so freaking lame. Here's this capability we could do, but we're not going to. Scarlet and Violet was made too quickly. it was made to say a big middle finger to the concurrent ongoing fans who love shiny hunting. It also blows my mind how much Nintendo detests Let's Plays, Nuzlocks, and shiny hunting in general. Like, they do not agree with having fun with the game how the players want to in that capacity. And it blows my mind. Because shiny hunting is the quickest and most efficient way for them to increase the longevity of a game. It's like, oh, I can shiny hunt this. I can play the same game over and over and over again, trying to get this thing to sparkle. That's just adding to your guys' playtime. That's getting players to inadvertently and willingly expand and extend their time playing your game, thus increasing their perceived value of your product. Blows my mind. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, pretty mid, if you ask me. But I did love the Kitakami update. Like, that DLC felt very DLC-like. I loved the Isle of Armor DLC update. I think the Crown Tundra was okay DLC. I liked that we could shiny hunt a crap ton of legendaries. That was awesome. But as far as story, the story sucked for that. And I think the story for the Blueberry Academy also sucks. But Kitakami and Isle of Armor updates were some of the greatest DLC I've played in a long time. Since Fallout 3 and Skyrim. I have not heard of Pokemon Brick Bronze, but it does sound like a game I need to play. Next up, shiny hunting Jirachi, but I'm also playing 3 games of Luigi Mansion without dying once. Okay, okay. Best of luck there. I like the fact that you can catch legendary Pokemon in Paldea, like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty cool. But the fact that they can't be shiny kind of removes my ability to want to hunt them, honestly. Because I already have them in my living decks from the original games. They're pretty easy to obtain. Till this day, Soul Silver, Heart Gold is your #1 because partner Pokemon, nostalgia, 16 badges and 2 regions. So much content. I do enjoy that. Personally, Generation 3 is my favorite generation, but to those who are huge fans of Generation 2, I get it. I really do. Generation 2 is probably my 3rd favorite generation. Is the power creep not good for longevity? I agree. Pokemon Brick Bronze was a Pokemon game on Roblox that felt like a real Pokemon, and you can get any shiny Pokemon. Interesting. I have never played Roblox, nor will I ever touch Roblox. It is not allowed in my household. Roblox is a very sketchy, weird place, and it won't be in my house, and my kid will not be playing it at all. I do get the appeal to a lot of players, but it is such a weird place to be. It's like you have a 70-30% chance of going to the dark side of the internet while playing a game. I'm shocked we haven't gotten a game as expanded as Soul Silver, Heart Gold. You feel like DLCs don't count? That is a valid argument. I too feel that. Heart Gold, Soul Silver was very well thought out and planned, and there was a lot of content for it. The Delta episode in Oris felt like it approached that level of care, but fell a little short. And Fire Red, Leaf Green definitely had that level of care, A lot of stuff to do with the Sevi Islands and connecting to Heart Gold initially, so I get that one as well. My MGBA and 3 instances of Citra to do the Luigi's Mansion while also hunting Jirachi setup. I mean, if you want to, go for it, E. I mean, that sounds like a lot of stuff to handle, but yeah, I personally don't use emulators. If I was using an emulator for this, I would just put the Pokemon in my game through PK Hex because they have the same validity when it's all said and done, honestly. Literally had to stop playing Roblox because you couldn't take it anymore. People there seem to be increasingly worse mindset-wise. Yeah, it can be a dark place. Solus was a strange individual, fair enough. Little me lore. When you were really young, you had a Roblox girlfriend. Nice. Hopefully they were indeed a girl. I mean, I guess it depends on what you were into, but if they're proclaiming to be a girlfriend, hopefully they were indeed that. There is a Pokemon Ruby for sale on eBay for like 30 bucks, and reviews say it's real. You definitely should not trust that, Wookie. Definitely do not trust a $30 Ruby. That game should easily be $80. Also, that Mudkip is a tank. A lot of Chomos on Roblox, I agree. Depending on the definition of Chomo, I haven't really heard that slang time, but I think I know what you're trying to get at there with YouTube's algorithms and all that. Their word blocking. Yeah, I figured. Oh, $80? I would totally buy one for the $100 price range. Yeah. Yeah, most of them are going to be $100. It's wild. Shoot, even my Japanese copy of Pokemon Emerald, which Japanese copies, if you didn't know, are typically less expensive. Even that one was 80 bucks when I bought that Japanese Emerald. Shiny Hunt Minum after I'm done to prove it's better than Plusle. Ooh. I don't know. Aesthetically, I think I like Plusle better than Minum, even though blue's my favorite color. Not gonna lie. 250-ish would not surprise me in the slightest. Okay, I think we have a shot at winning this as long as Mudkip doesn't crit. Yeah, good call, D-hit kill. I'm with you there. Very, very easy to make the YouTube algorithm mad with those topics. You wish Nintendo Online would have all the Pokemon games to play? I bet when the servers go down for Pokemon and for the 3DS in general, I bet the ports to the Nintendo Switch will not be far behind as far as... We have the Game Boy Advance player. We have the Game Boy player. There is no reason to not have the Pokemon games as purchasable titles on the Switch presently. I think we will see that happen. I also think there's a good chance that we will see a Switch version of Pokemon Bank come to fruition and just use Switch servers for it. If not that, then it's going to be Legends ZA is going to have the 12 missing Pokemon we cannot get without the 3DS. You were thinking about DK Oldies, but you don't want to pay $200 to $300? Facts. Wookie, I would honestly check out Facebook Marketplace, but only do in-person purchases, because typically you can find out if it's fake in a matter of 2 minutes looking at it in person. If you buy anything from DK Oldies, you might as well get robbed. Yeah, they are a pretty expensive shop, not gonna lie. But I don't know, for what they're trying to do, I can understand the cost to an extent. Like, buying the things that they have to buy to then sell is not cheap. Like, those are expensive things to buy in today's market. And I think COVID and time off definitely inflated the prices of games permanently. Also, my kid is awake and wanting to play, I think. You got your Pokemon Emerald from some random person and it's legit from random friend? That's good. I think DK Oldies is trusted in that regard. I do believe they verify their games' authenticity, unlike GameStop does not. GameStop is notorious for not training their employees to detect fake copies of a game. Yeah, Wookie, finding small retro game stores is definitely worth a try because you can often look at the game in your hand prior to purchasing it. I think it would be a pretty worthwhile endeavor there. Not a fan of them. They lie about refurbished products and they skyrocket their games. Understandable. Was that GameStop you were talking about, Star Killer, or DK Oldies? It's like, I've never personally worked with DK Oldies, so like I don't have any information on them as a company or anything. DK Oldies, okay. I know I see their Facebook ads all the time. They seem pretty funny, but don't know if that equates to being a good merchant. POV, the 3DS getting attention for how easy it is to hack, and then the DSi just standing there like, dude, you just put some files on an ISD card and go into photos, and why are you so famous? Yeah. The 3DS is pretty easy to hack, not gonna lie. Having done it twice. DS Lite reigns supreme just because it can take GBA cards and it can take an R4 card. Very convenient for copying save files. DSi can emulate them well? I'm sure it can. But yeah, I don't use emulators. I don't like them. I prefer to have the physical cartridge, but understandably, not everybody can have those. You gotta use one from $20 at GameStop. Okay, like, DSs are pretty readily available. It's crazy. Have like 12 DS systems, epic. You could definitely shiny hunt a Manaphy pretty easily if you could get the copies of Diamond and Pearl. I actually have 2 copies of Diamond, 2 copies of Pearl, 2 copies of Platinum, and a copy of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. All in preparation for my Manaphy hunt. Oh yeah, we do got the Lavender Town remix slapping right now. Pretty great stuff. Also, because I have no idea how many times I saved, I'm going to resave Corrupt so that I don't have to waste time. And because it's been a hot minute since the last time I did my spiel, we do got 34 concurrent viewers in the chat. Scrolling through the YouTube Shorts algorithm here. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing so you don't lose it. We will be shiny hunting this Jirachi for quite some time now. stick around and hang out with us. Feel free to chat. Like the like the stream so others can find it and thereby sub. Greatly appreciated. Okay, I remembered where I was at. Saving in odd number increments doesn't do anything bad. Well, doesn't work. Saving in even numbers doesn't do anything bad. Saving in odd numbers breaks everything, it seems. Hey, there's a sub click. Also, if any of you guys are here because of the bots initially, I do apologize for how crappily they're running right now. Not much I can do about that one though, unfortunately, but some of them got the update virus and won't work until Atmosphere makes a remedy. Oh, I was not ready for that. Oops. You prefer your DS Lite over 3DS XLs? You're a sucker for the nostalgia? I completely understand that one. Nostalgia is a hard thing to overcome. Because why would you want to, honestly? 3DS screen repairers charging $300 when Nintendo does it for $60. What? Dude, you can do it yourself with a screwdriver set and a $20 screen. Holy cow. I recently did surgery on my Game Boy Advance, my Game Boy Color, and my Game Boy Advanced SP to replace their screens. Unfortunately, I didn't replace it with an LED, so that will be forthcoming in the future. I did kind of think about doing some videos about it, but I don't know. We might. I'm gonna double check that, Jirachi. I'm pretty sure I checked it and incremented, but I would hate greatly to miss it. All right, yeah, short streams definitely get a lot more traction. They do indeed. Yeah, Wookie, the switches in the background are running the trade bots. They are indeed. Which I do kind of like running those, but at the same time I do also get a lot of hate over them as well, so like I would like to continue to keep those updated. I don't know on the new consoles if they're going to be possible. And that's one reason why we're expanding the stream reach, is to ensure that the channel doesn't just fizzle out and die when the bots inevitably die for the Nintendo Switch, because as we see with the 3DS online going down, eventually the Switch is going to be in that same predicament. So definitely want to be able to facilitate them for as long as possible and go from there, but keep the channel alive while doing it. Why on the YouTube page it says the videos about Sword and Shield? I'm not quite sure, because it should say Pokemon Emerald. Biking through Sky Pillar is trash even on a full console. Sky Pillar is way harder than it needed to be, which is why I love Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald so much, is because everything that you did in that game felt like it was out of your way and gave you a reward to do it. Like the quest was part of the reward. Just being there, being able to do it. Do I have any attachments on my Game Boys? Not presently, but I do, when I get my own like studio, if I get big enough for that, I do want to have modded some Game Boys, display that, all that fun stuff. But right now I just don't have room for it, so since I can't display it, I haven't really devoted the time or attention to do it. But some mods I do want is custom decals on or custom shells. I want the backlit hardware. I want to mod them to have cell phone batteries so that I can charge them easier. Like, I do want to go through the works and get those done, definitely. Shiny Latias from Alola is possible. It should be legal. Or can be legal, I should say. It is a possibility through the Ultra Wormholes. I also think there was a manual distribution of Shiny Latios and Latios, either Gen 6 or Gen 7. And gosh dang it, I lost how many saves I did. Got a custom Shiny Mudkip GBA SP. Ooh, love it. Love it-y. Love it. Favorite generation. One of my favorite consoles. That's a win. One thing I want to do to one of my Switches is get some custom mods there. And I want to take a look at making a Pokeball themed Switch. So you got your red and white Joy-Cons. I want to switch those up and have half of it be red, half of it be white, and have the Switch face be white and the Switch back be red. So like have a Pokeball themed Switch. I think that would be cool. Oh, Japan's got a lot of cool crap. A lot of cool stuff. So, Starkiller, there's a lot of purists in the Pokemon community, and that's fine. You can be a purist. Like, I am kind of on that spectrum myself. Like, I don't like having hacked Pokemon in my game because I don't need them in my game for the most part. I do have 2 in my Pokemon home account, as I said in my last 2 giveaway videos. I don't have them, or I don't not have them for fear of getting banned, because I do have 2. I don't have them because I like knowing all of my Pokemon are legit. They were caught by me. They were obtained by me. I put in the effort for it. So for me, it feels unfulfilling to have them, to the point where I'd rather just not at all. But there are 2 that I get caught on, Hoopa and Shiny Deontay. Only 2 Pokemon I have that are generated for sure, because I missed the events for Hoopa. And Deontay was only shiny obtainable under specific set of conditions, which I missed out on because I wasn't living in Japan when it happened. So I do have those. But a lot of people hate the giveaway bots because they do give away Gen Pokemon, and because they're so prevalent in the Pokemon community, the chances that you will get a modded Pokemon in exchange for a legitimate Pokemon are pretty high. And I get people's desire, because I'm like that. I don't want modded Pokemon, so I would rather, I can understand why people wouldn't like generation bots out there, because there's a chance that they will get these modded Pokemon when they don't want them. But that having been said, that's also the exact reason why I don't trade anybody Pokemon online ever. And that's because I grew up in the action replay era, where you really had no shot at telling whether a Pokemon was generated, hacked, or otherwise, because not enough was known about it. But the devices were everywhere. Chances are you were going to get traded from one of your buddies a hacked Pokemon, because action replays were so prevalent. So since the DS days, and even the Game Boy Advance days, I've had a good understanding of trading Pokemon over the internet. You are probably going to get a hacked Pokemon at some point. So that's why I just don't trade over the internet. Problem solved. But yeah, in a large respect, all they have to do is just not use the bots, and they'll be fine for the most part. But it does affect their trade legitimacy when it comes down to it. And I respect their desire to not have them be a thing. But in my personal opinion, since they are a thing, Might as well benefit from them. Okay, how many times did I save right then? I don't know, but we'll find out. Because I feel like it wasn't enough. He sent you a bunch of shinies. You don't know if they're considered hacked, but he said they're all legit. They're years old. Do you know if a shaman in a Cherish Ball OT movie 11 is legit? I mean, it sounds legit. I don't know why anybody would put a non-legit shaman in a Cherish Ball. But 2011 does sound like the time frame with which they would have been doing a shaman event with the shaman movie. So that seems very, very possible to me. And what are my thoughts on Palworld? I think Palworld's great. There are a number of Pokemon that are less than legit. And if D Hitkill is still in the chat, has their reasons for not liking Palworld, but as a content creator, as a Pokemon fan, I have to say I like Palworld, and I like that it can potentially push Pokemon and company to do better. But I don't think it's inherently better than Pokemon, and I don't think Pokemon's inherently better than Palworld. I think that Palworld definitely has strong roots to go forward and build off of and do better. But I also like that it's going to push Pokemon to try harder, which is ultimately going to push each other to make better games for us, the consumer. So I think the competition is very well warranted. That having been said, I can understand why a lot of people are pissed off about Palworld, because there are a number of their designs that are less than original, that are very teetering on the border of potentially getting them litigation. However, Nintendo has yet to do something about it. They're looking into it, but they haven't filed any paperwork for it. And if the most litigious company in the world isn't going after them because they don't think they have a grounds, then I don't think the fans have grounds to be upset about it either. Like, if Nintendo could sue them for the slightest thing, they probably would. If they're not trying to sue them, I don't think the fans need to be as upset about it as they have been. Just don't buy the game. And I think that's a fair way of looking at it. And that's my entire dissertation on Palworld. I'm not here to get into whether they copyright infringed, whether they, are the best game ever and so much better than Pokemon. I don't buy that. Like, I'm not here for that. I think both games can coexist quite harmoniously and push each other to do better and give us more games to play. Could you imagine if Palworld pushed Pokemon to do better, and so Pokemon went to a 4-year development cycle and actually gave us the best game possible when it came out, instead of a rushed piece of dog turd? That would be great. That having been said, I do think Pokemon games are amazing. I really didn't have that many issues with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet anyways. Like, yeah, there's glitchy, but like, I did not have a glitch happen to me once playing that game. For as buggy as they were, I still feel like it was pretty rare. But I still think Pokemon could do better. Because, truth be told, Scarlet and Violet is a pretty empty world compared to what the Pokemon games were. Pretty sure there will be Pokemon games for like the next 100 years. I heard that they have 100 years of content planned. Would not surprise me in the slightest. Do you think it's worth it to play your fake Soul Silver? Because to me it feels like wrong, but at the same time you really want to play retro Pokemon games. Oot Sarge, thank you for the encouraging words. definitely going to give it the good old college try and see what we can find for sure. Ooh, stream for 2 hours. Nice. Shark Lord is back. Wookie, to answer your question, I think it depends on if you plan to transfer those Pokemon up. If you have no chance of transferring those Pokemon, yeah, play the game. It's going to be the same as a legitimate copy of the game. For the most part, it's going to play the same. Around the 4th gym of Soul Silver, if it hasn't crapped out on you yet, it's probably not going to. I've heard that the saves usually malfunction around the 4th gym if they're going to. So about a third of the way through the playthrough, you'll know if it's worth continuing or not. But if you want to keep your Pokemon legit, transfer them up to your Switch, all that fun stuff, ability permitting, I would find a legitimate copy. Galactic, what are you playing anyways? I never did ask. And I'm going to check on my kid after this encounter and see if we're able to continue the stream. Because he's been napping for 2 hours. I feel like this should be fine here. Okay, we're ready to go there. Wookie Spooky, you have a fantastic night. Oh, reset, there we go. Okay, while that's doing its thing, check that out, boom, done. Alright, it's going to be encounter 580. We have officially done 33 encounters for the stream, so that's cool. Feel ashamed that it took 4 minutes per encounter, but hey, that's okay. Alright, I will be right back. We'll see what my kid's up to and what he's doing. I'm going to put us in a brief standby mode. And if he's happy and content, I will get him some food and see if we can continue streaming. Alright, so he is awake, and he is going to be needing some of my time and attention tonight, because bedtime is going to be in like 2 hours, so we'll get him fed and played with and have some fun. That's going to be it for tonight's stream. Again, for all the people who are scrolling by through the YouTube short algorithm, thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to some comments from you guys in the future. Consider liking the stream, but especially subscribe to the channel so that you don't lose the channel at all. And next time we're live, you can be notified that we're live and come hang out in the YouTube Shorts live stream. Thanks guys for chatting. Shark Lord, Galactic, E, Wookie, Had a lot of familiar faces. Tavon, D Hit Kill, F Cube. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting, making these hunts go by a little bit faster. We'll catch you guys next time. Want to say bye? A wave? All right. See you guys.